everyone, and welcome back to Fluent Podcast. I'm Eva.
And I'm Jake. Thanks for joining us today. We're so happy you're here. Jake, how's your week been? You look a little tired.
You know what? I've been better. I had this crazy week where I said yes to everything, helping my neighbor move, covering an extra shift at work, planning my sister's birthday party. By Thursday, I was completely exhausted.
Oh no, that sounds overwhelming.
It really was. And the funny thing is, I kept thinking, why did I agree to all of this? But in the moment, I just couldn't say no. You know that feeling?
Oh, absolutely. I think we've all been there. Actually, that's perfect timing, because today we're talking about something that could have really helped you, setting healthy boundaries.
Right. So, for our listeners who might not be familiar with this term, what exactly are boundaries?
Great question. So, boundaries are basically limits that you set for yourself about what you're willing to do, accept, or allow in your life. Think of them like a fence around your house.
Oh, I like that analogy.
Yeah, a fence isn't there to keep everyone out. It just shows where your property begins and ends. Boundaries work the same way. They're not about being mean or rude to people. They're about protecting your time and energy and well-being.
Exactly. And here's something important. Having boundaries actually makes your relationships healthier, not worse. When you're clear about your limits, people know what to expect from you.
Exactly. It's like when you take care of yourself first, you have more energy to help others when it really matters.
So, Eva, why do you think so many people struggle with this? I mean, why is saying no so hard? Oh man, there's so many reasons. I think one big one is that we're afraid of conflict. Like, we don't want people to be upset with us or think we're selfish.
Mm-hmm. And there's this guilt factor too, right? Especially if someone really needs help, you feel bad for not jumping in immediately.
Totally. Plus, I think many of us are people pleasers by nature. We want everyone to like us, so we say yes even when we shouldn't.
Yeah. And sometimes it's cultural too. In some families or communities, saying no to family members or friends is seen as ungrateful or disrespectful.
That's such a good point. So, how do we start setting boundaries in a kind, respectful way?
Well, I've learned a few strategies that really help. First, use I statements instead of you statements. So instead of saying, you always ask me to work late, try, I need to leave on time today to spend time with my family.
Ooh, that's smart. It's less accusatory and more about your needs.
Exactly. And here's another one. You don't have to answer right away. If someone asks you to do something, it's totally okay to say, let me check my schedule and get back to you.
Yes, buying time is so important. When we feel pressure to answer immediately, we often default to saying yes.
Right. And you know what I love? There's this simple model called the traffic light system. Red means absolutely not. These are your non-negotiables. Yellow means maybe, but you need to think about it. And green means yes, I'm happy to help.
Oh, that's really helpful. So, working weekends might be red for me because I need that time to recharge. But helping a friend move might be yellow. Depends on my schedule and energy level.
Perfect example. Now, let's talk about some real situations. At work, you might say something like, I'd love to help with that project, but I'm already committed to 3 deadlines this week. Could we discuss this again next Monday?
And with friends, maybe I really appreciate that you thought of me for your party planning committee, but I'm trying to limit my commitments right now. I hope you understand.
Good one. Family can be trickier, though, right?
Oh, yeah. With family, you might need to be more creative. Like, Mom, I love spending time with you, but I can't visit every single weekend. How about we plan for twice a month instead?
I like how you offered an alternative there. That shows you care, but you're still protecting your time.
Exactly. And here are some really useful English phrases for saying no politely. I'd love to, but I can't. That sounds great, but it's not going to work for me. Or let me check my schedule and get back to you.
Those are perfect. You can also say, I'm not able to commit to that right now, or I have too much on my plate at the moment.
And remember, you don't need to give a long explanation or justify your decision. A simple, kind no is enough.
You know, Eva, something I've realized is that setting boundaries actually makes you more trustworthy, not less.
How so?
Well, think about it. If someone always says yes to everything, you never know if they really want to help or if they're just afraid to say no. But when someone has clear boundaries and they say yes to you, you know they genuinely want to be there.
That's so true. It builds trust with yourself, too. When you honor your own limits, you start believing in your ability to take care of yourself.
hmm And let's be honest, it's going to feel uncomfortable at first. You might worry that people will be angry or disappointed, but most reasonable people will actually respect your honesty.
Yeah, and if someone gets really upset because you set a boundary, that might tell you something about the relationship itself.
Exactly. Healthy relationships can handle boundaries. In fact, they need them to thrive.
I always remind myself that saying no to one thing means saying yes to something else. Maybe rest, maybe time with family, maybe just space to breathe.
I love that perspective. Growth really does happen outside our comfort zones, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Well, we've covered a lot of ground today, and I hope our listeners are feeling more confident about setting their own boundaries.
Before we wrap up, let's hand things over to Maya for our vocabulary breakdown. She's going to help explain some of the key words we used today.
Take it away, Maya.
Hi everyone, I'm Maya, and today we're breaking down some key vocabulary from this episode. Boundary. A boundary is a personal limit you set. For example, I set a boundary about not checking work emails after 8 p.m. Remember, the stress is on the first syllable, boundary. Guilt. Guilt is the uncomfortable feeling you get when you believe you've done something wrong. Example, she felt guilt after saying no to her friend's request. It's a short word, but it carries a deep emotion. Prioritize. To prioritize means to decide what's most important and give it your attention first. Like, I need to prioritize my health over extra work projects. Notice the "I's" ending. It's common in action verbs. Recharge. Just like charging a battery, to recharge means to rest and regain your energy. For instance, after a busy week, I need to recharge by staying home and reading. Respect as a verb. This means to honor someone's feelings, choices, or boundaries. Example, my friends respect my decision to leave parties early. Don't mix it up with the noun form. Here, it's an action. Commit. To commit means to promise or agree to do something. It's often followed by to. Example, I don't want to commit to another project right now. Self-trust. This is confidence in your own decisions and judgment. It's a compound word, self plus trust. Example, setting boundaries helped her build stronger self-trust. Overwhelm. To be overwhelmed means feeling like there's too much to handle. It can be a verb or a noun. Example, don't let your schedule overwhelm you. That's it for today's vocabulary. Try using these words in your conversations this week. They'll help you express yourself more clearly and confidently. See you next time.
Thanks so much, Maya. That was really helpful.
And thank you to all our amazing listeners for spending time with us today. Remember, learning to set boundaries is a skill, and like any skill, it takes practice.
Absolutely. Start small. Maybe say no to one small thing this week and notice how it feels. You've got this.
And don't forget, if you want to dive deeper into today's topic, we've created a free PDF guide with the full transcript, comprehension questions, grammar exercises, and reflection prompts. You can find the link in our episode description.
It's a great way to practice your English while building these important life skills.
We're so grateful you chose to spend part of your day learning with us. Remember, every conversation is a chance to practice, and every boundary you set is an act of self-care.
Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep being kind to yourself.
See you next time on Fluent Podcast.